Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is David Benjamin from Rockstar Reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Somavedic, which is a device that is claiming to protect you from radiation and EMFs. Now, there's a lot to uncover in this video, and I actually have multiple stories to share, so I've tested it. And I also met the founder of this company at a biohacking event in Orlando several years ago, and I have a story to share there that might kind of change your perspective potentially. So first and foremost, I want you to know that if I were to sell these products as what is known as an affiliate, I could make really good money selling these products because they're pricey and the commissions would be a really great deal. However, I want to produce honest and integrity-based reviews that share with you the truth. So this is not my unit, but I have multiple friends and family members even that own the Somavedic unit. So the reason I'm recording this video is to, number one, first and foremost, show you the test results with an EMF radiation meter so that you can see if this is actually giving off radiation. And then secondly, look at the supposed science behind Somavedic and actually answer the question for yourself, is this actually doing anything? And third and finally, giving you options and ideas to help to protect yourself from radiation internally as opposed to externally. I mean, this is only going to be in a small environment anyway. You carry your body with you wherever you go. You carry your cell phone wherever you go. So really, internal radiation protection is far wiser and a much better investment than external radiation protection. So with that being said, the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you a video of me testing this with a radiation meter and show you the reading that it gets. So let's jump in and watch that video. With any product that claims to reduce radiation or EMFs, they can be tested. And this product from Somavedic, which they have multiple models, is over $1,000, okay? And I don't think I've seen anyone put it to the test. So I have an EMF meter right here. The reading is 0. And the front of this here sets off the reading. So I'm gonna go ahead and test the Somavedic here live on video so you can see it for yourself. So right now, and the closer I get to the Somavedic, the higher it goes. 220, 219, 218. Now, for comparison, now I back up and then there's nothing. So if I go to a plug outlet, for example, you're going to see the reading pretty high there also. There's 3 things plugged in here. So 388. So, and then a plug outlet with nothing plugged in is going to still be high, but not as high as something with plugs. So 60, something like that. 60, 70, 80, 90, somewhere in that range. But then if you have multiple things plugged in, including, by the way, this is the Somavedic, the reading is almost 400, which is higher than the fridge, by the way. Now, if I unplug that and pull it back, okay, to reset it, now the reading is 280, 290. So this alone, being plugged in at the outlet, is giving a reading of 100. So even just this being plugged in is creating radiation. Okay, whoops, turned it off. So this being plugged in is creating a high amount of radiation. And then if I back up and then go right to the Somavedic itself, it's producing anywhere from 180 to 220. I had 249 at one point too. So this thing is emitting radiation and EMFs 110%. And yet they're claiming that it reduces radiation. The meter doesn't lie, folks. Crazier because they claim to neutralize free radicals and mitigate EMFs and structure water and do all of these things. But yet, when you look at the science on it, I read PubMed articles, and this quote-unquote science that I'm seeing on here, it literally could be variation in the individual based on any given time of the day. Like, you can skew data to your favor to make something look like it's doing something simply by gathering enough data, if that makes sense. So if you follow a human being for a year in their sleep, at one point their sleep improves. Oh, Somavedic improved their sleep, right? So, all of these results where are they from? And where's the proof? Anyone can put any science up, right? You can buy science. Remember that. Just like the pharmaceutical industry buys science, you can buy science as well. So I don't really trust any of the science on their website because their product produces radiation. And furthermore, they're selling something for these ridiculous prices. I mean, $1,000 to $5,000 for this little box that lights up. And no one knows what's in it. No one knows how it works. So now that you've seen the radiation test results from the Somavedic, and you can see that it, in fact, indeed does produce radiation, which is actually the opposite of what it claims to do, you have to keep in mind that these companies, they profit off of ignorance of people. So they can put any quote-unquote science out there, anything like that. And even the quality of the product, like check this out. And I've seen multiple versions of this product do this. Look at this. I just pulled that out. That's a few wires that are barely hanging on. I mean, this wiring job is comparable to a $20 electronic. I've literally seen cheap electronics wired better than this. So it's made very cheaply. It's plastic, and this is probably like some sort of ceramic, I don't know. And no one knows what's in it. So the event that I had, so I went to this biohacking event, and this is the story I wanted to share because I think it's really important because it sets a precedent for the foundation of this company. So I was at an event, biohacking event, and I'm sitting with this group of people, I'm talking to them, and there's one guy in the group, he was kind of quiet, didn't really talk, and I said, like, hey, what's your name? You know, what do you do? General networking, right? And he said, oh, my name is this, I forget his name, this is years ago, and he said, I'm the founder of Somavedic. And I said, oh, wow, that's incredible. And at the time, I actually thought these did something because I didn't have a meter, so I didn't actually test it. But I had friends and family members that owned the Somavedic. So I said, cool, it's really interesting. Like I know multiple people that own the Somavedic units. And I asked him, I said, how does it work? And he started to tell me, well, there's this, you know, sort of like crystal and it's, I don't know, it just, whatever. It's calibrated a certain way, whatever. He claimed something that I cannot verify, right? It's just sort of like hearsay. And I said, oh, cool. Well, how does that, because for me, I need to know like the pathway, right? So I know that, for example, radiation and EMFs cause oxidative stress and damage through free radicals, through positive ions. So positive ions are emitted by radiation emitting devices. So this is technically emitting radiation, not blocking radiation. So this is emitting positive ions. Other things are emitting positive ions. Cell phones, Wi-Fi, 5G, Bluetooth, etc. are emitting positive ions, which then when they land on your skin or you inhale them into your nose or your mouth, they convert into free radicals, and free radicals build up and lead to oxidative stress, which damages your cells and DNA. So I asked him, I said, well, how does that work? Like, you know, what crystal, like, how does it work? And I got to the point with him where I asked enough questions where he said, oh, that's proprietary. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, this is complete bullshit. Because whenever you see, I remember a speaker at another biohacking event a month later, he said, whenever you see proprietary on something, run. Because they're hiding something and they're not being fully transparent. So the fact that he said that, and at the time I don't believe there was any like science on their website, maybe there was a little bit of science, but no real science, and he just said it was proprietary, I don't believe him. And the other thing too is this guy was kind of like, you know, quiet and reserved, and he didn't, like, when someone pushes you on your product and you believe in your product, you sell your product. You don't back into a corner and say it's proprietary. Like, I'm not going to steal your idea. Like, you don't have to tell me how exactly it works, but tell me the pathway by which it works. But he couldn't do that because it's complete horse shit. So anyways, I digress. I just don't like seeing people wasting their money on frivolous products like this that quite literally add radiation into your environment. That doesn't seem like it's healthy or productive. So there are certain things that you can do that actually are scientifically validated, and you can test them with a radiation meter. I put it near here and it starts going off. See, look. That's called radiation. That's called something that's supposed to block EMFs and radiation, actually emitting it. Anyways, there are actual things you can do to block EMFs and radiation. By the way, if you want to buy this, shoot me a message. I'm not even kidding. This is my mom's, and she wants to sell it now. So if you're still like, I want to buy it because I like false claims, feel free to shoot me a message. We'll give you a great discount. You don't have to pay this ridiculous price. Anyways, there are actual things you can do for radiation and EMF protection that do actually work. 3 things that are scientifically backed and proven with multiple studies, not just from an independent company that's trying to sell you their product, but multiple universities, peer-reviewed, double-blind placebo, all this kind of stuff that actually do protect you from radiation. And the main thing is really, you want your body to stay hydrated, but also antioxidants play a crucial role. And that's what's great about hydrogen. So I have this hydrogen water bottle that puts about like 2.5 ppm of hydrogen in the water. It's a couple $100 and it lasts for life, and I'm hydrating myself, so it's better for hydration because you get more hydrogen. But then also, hydrogen acts as an antioxidant, and hydrogen, everyone knows, hydrogen is the way you protect from radiation. So just get a hydrogen water bottle. I have I think it's like a $50 off thing for this, so you can get hydrogen water, and it charges with a USB port into there, and you can travel with this, airports, home, portable, car, work, whatever, and you're actually internally protecting your body from EMFs and radiation. So that's one solution, and it's 5 times, 10 times cheaper than these crazy Somavedic devices. So get a hydrogen water bottle. Plus, yeah, like I said, it's way cheaper and it works and it lasts forever. The next thing you can do that's proven and you can actually test it is get yourself some lamb's clothing. Now, lamb's clothing is Faraday clothing. So this is a silver lining. And if you put, like, for example, your cell phone in here, you can wrap your cell phone in a shirt or hat or whatever, and it'll actually, you'll see that if you take it out of there, the radiation EMFs shoot up. But if you put your cell phone or anything that emits radiation in the Faraday technology, you can test it, right? It's verifiable. So I would show you, but I'm actually recording this on my cell phone, so it's not really possible. But yeah, it does work. It's been tested. You can actually see it working. Lamb's clothing, they have t-shirts, they have hats, they have boxers. I have a shirt, a hat, a couple pairs of boxers. I love them. They're amazing. So Lamb's clothing, I'll put that link below. That's another thing you can get that actually protects from radiation, and you can prove it with testing. So get yourself a pair of Lamb's clothing, shirt, shoes, or not shoes, shirt, hat, boxers, all that good stuff. And the last thing you can do is Radiate 21. Radiate 21 includes 4 of the top 10 highest rated auric antioxidants in the world. So once again, antioxidants protect your body from oxidative stress and damage. And if you have oxidative stress and damage caused from positive ions, which are emitted by radiation, then your body needs antioxidants to counteract this and to build up your antioxidant response system in your body. So Radiate 21 includes 4 of the top 10 highest rated auric antioxidants in the entire world in this formula. So as far as antioxidants are concerned and hydration, this also has lime, lemon, and orange extract, which give your body the key electrolytes that are necessary for intracellular hydration. It's good for your lymphatic health, your hydration, as well as your EMF protection, because antioxidants are what your body needs. So if you're in an oxidative environment with radiation and EMFs, you simply need more antioxidants, better hydration protocols. So this is a hydration protocol and an antioxidant protocol all in one formula. So this is great, good for gut health. It's got 21 ingredients from Amazonian, Ayurvedic, and Chinese medicine for whole body health. It's multi-mineral, multivitamin, multi-botanical. There's roots, herbs, flowers, berries, tree sap, all in this one formula. So a lot of biodiversity. So just protect. It's a protective agent, right? So there's 3 solutions right there. You don't need to spend $1,000+ on something like this that, the cord comes out. I mean, it's made incredibly cheaply. And I don't even know what's in here. All I see is a light. You can't open it unless you break it. That's the other thing that's interesting. This, you cannot open it unless you break it. It's sealed on and it's like this ceramic. No one's gonna break this open and look at it unless they just have money and time. And then even when they look at it, you have to know what you're looking at, right? So the fact that, I can see through this like peephole, and all I see in there is a light. All I see in there is a light. So they're selling a light for $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, and it's simply not worth it. So worth it twice. It's not worth it. So get a hydrogen water bottle. There's science behind that. Get antioxidants and better hydration. There's science behind that. And then lastly, get yourself a lamb's t-shirt, lamb's hat, lamb's boxers, Faraday clothing. This is the best external protection, I believe, is lamb's clothing, because that silver-lined clothing, you're protecting your body you're repelling radiation away. And then internally, these are my 2 antioxidant protocols, hydrogen water and Radiate 21. So hopefully that helps you out. You can save yourself $1,000, $5,000, whatever you were thinking about spending on this crap. So anyways, that's it for this video. Don't waste your money on Somavedic. That's my 2 cents. If you want to buy this one used, send me a message. I'm not even kidding. If you really think it works, send me a message and I will sell you this unit. I'll see you in the next video. Have an amazing day. Cheers.